What's going on, everyone? In this video, I'm going to be taking you through a simple strategy that you can leverage in your Meta ad account that allows you to essentially retain all of the social proof and engagement of your ads and allows you to make sure that the ad tests that you run in the future are set up to be as successful as possible. So this strategy leverages post IDs, and it's something that brands of any scale should really be implementing in their own strategies. So if you're just beginning in your Meta ads journey, or else you've already scaled your ads before, make sure that you're doing this strategy. So if you don't know who I am already, then I'm Philip. I'm one of the co-founders here at adpunch.co. We're a paid ads and performance creative agency, and we work with e-com brands making over 20k in revenue per month. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so in order to understand why post IDs matter, it's important to firstly understand what exactly a post ID is. So the easiest way to describe what a post ID is that it's essentially just a unique fingerprint for your ad. All it is just a unique code or an ID which Meta uses for various different things like tracking and URLs. So in order to get your post ID, all you have to do is preview an ad and you'll see that it's actually the long code at the end of your ad URL. So an example of that is shown here. You can see it's highlighted at the end of the URL. When we run ads and we find winners in an ad account, we'll try and test that ad in different locations within our ad account. So if we run it in the top of funnel sales campaign and it determines that it's a winner, we'll also test it in the Ask campaign, for example. Now, the issue is if we duplicate that ad directly into the Ask campaign, then what will happen is with the duplicated ad, it will have a completely new post ID. Now, why does this matter? Well, this matters because when you generate a new post ID, you're essentially just resetting the entire process of gathering social proof on the ad. So you'll start with 0 reactions, 0 comments, and 0 shares. If you use the same post ID as the original winning creative, then when you're testing it in a new area or a new ad set or campaign, you're not just keeping the social proof that you've gathered in the original ad, but you're also adding to the social proof of the original ad with that entirely new ad as well. So an example of this is shown here. Here's an original winning creative that was running for a couple of weeks. It's gathered some social proof, and you can see that it has 151 likes, 11 comments, and 8 shares. If you duplicated that ad and didn't use the original post ID in a new ad set or a new campaign, this is what the ad will look like. You can see it only has 1 like, no comments, and no shares. From a potential new customer perspective, when they come across this ad in their social media feed, there's a certain level of trust that can't be built because it doesn't have enough social proof on it. When you compare it to this ad, it's a lot more trust building and a lot more credible for the brand or the store to get the customer to click and actually engage with the ad. So over time, you can see that if you can get to 100 likes, comments, shares, 200, 500 likes, then you can see how valuable it is in terms of getting potential customers to click and actually take action on your site. So like I said, it means when you leverage post IDs that the likes, shares, and comments stay on the ad no matter where it runs in your ad account. So now what I'm going to take you through is I'm just going to take you through the process of setting up a new ad from scratch and actually leveraging the post ID and running it in a different location. Okay, so in order to get this set up in your ad account, the first thing that you're going to need to do is open up your ad account. Now, when we run ads in AdPunch for our clients, we'll build all of these ads in a builder campaign first. So usually that's the first port of call for navigating to when you're building a new ad. So I'm going to open up that ad campaign now. build a new ad from scratch in a test ad set, and I'm just going to call it test also. Once you create that new ad, you just need to go through the process of setting up the ad itself. So head to the ad section, create ad. You want to manually upload instead of catalog, single image, and you want to add your image creative. So I've got a 1080 by 1080 pixels version and a 1080 by 1920 pixels version. Your best version to upload in this section is the 1080 by 1080 pixels. The reason you do that is because if you upload both of these for both placements, then you'll run into issues later when you're trying to duplicate this ad while keeping the same post ID. Once that begins uploading, you just have to wait until it uploads, and then you select it, continue. You need to select in these options original, original, and original, and then turn off all optimizations. So once that is done, your creative should upload, and you just need to enter your headline and description. After that's complete, you just need to publish your ad. And at this stage, you need to go and find the post ID of the ad itself. So to do that, you need to preview the ad first. So just select the ad and hit the preview button and click share. So just because I've just created the ad right now, I need to give it a minute or so until I can see two options under see post. And once I can see those both options, I can click this and I can see the post ID. So I'm just going to wait a minute and come back and reload it. So that option is available for me now. I can click share, click Facebook posts with comments, and then I can see the ad itself. So you can give another check to see that everything's okay, and then head to the URL, which you can see if I just bring it down to here. You can see the URL here, and you can copy the last piece of the URL so that you get the post ID, which you'll need in a moment. So in order to save that, you can just add it to the title just by editing the name and adding something like post ID and pasting in your post ID. So what you'll notice here is there's a lot of additional code after the initial number, and this initial number here is actually the post ID. So you're best off getting rid of this and then just keeping the initial number there and publishing that. So now you can reference that post ID wherever you want within your ad account. So at this stage, you decide where you want to actually run the ad itself. So in this example, I want to run it in the top of funnel sales campaigns. So I'm going to open up one of those and just create a new ad from there. So we're basically following almost the exact same process, except this time, instead of uploading your creative, you're actually going to select, instead of create ad in the ad setup, you're going to use existing post. So you have the option here to select a post, create a post, or enter a post ID. We have our post ID from earlier, so we're going to enter that here. Once you enter that, you can see the post has been added. It's now referencing the post ID that was in the builder campaign. The next step obviously is to fill out your primary text. Sorry, that's already filled out. So you just need to change the placements. So because we only uploaded a 1080p by 1080p version, you'll see that the story placement isn't really optimized in terms of the creative that's uploaded. So select the stories section and then click edit, and then just change the creative. So we want to upload our 1080 by 1920 pixel creative. And once that's uploaded, you can just save it as the creative for this placement. So you can see here, it's selected and it should look a lot better once it's uploaded. And after that is done, you basically can publish your ad, and really that's the whole process. You can go and leverage this post ID in different ad sets, in different campaigns, and you'll be able to keep all of the same social proof and engagement all on the one ad that people see in the various different campaigns. So you can see the value of it, and over time you'll just start gathering more and more engagement and social proof. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, feel free to book a call with me using the link below this video, and I can take you through just some of the strategies that we use in our agency and hopefully get you on the right track to scaling. Thank you.